Welcome back to RotoCityTech. Today we're looking at a Keystone Bullet Ultra-Lite 243 BHS. Alright, so starting out at the front, this trailer does have a 2 5/16 ball, so it is the next size up than a regular trailer. And it did come with an electric jack already installed, as well as your dual propane tanks. And then right behind that we have the battery, which is an upgraded battery to the next size up. And then he does have obviously an equalizer hitch, which is pretty much required on most of these campers if you want to pull it safely. And then moving on down, starting out, this trailer has an empty weight of 5,180 pounds, and then the gross vehicle weight rating of 6,500 pounds once loaded with all of your gear. So this is a trailer that you would want at least a mid-size pickup Chevy Colorado, Ford Ranger. I would prefer to have a half-ton truck to pull this trailer. We do have a full pass-through storage under here that is underneath the entire bed on the inside of the camper. And a neat feature with this trailer is all of your water connections are housed inside of your door with this cap that can be removed, so you can stick your hoses through and have this shut and not have your connections exposed to the outside where people could maybe unplug it. But as well as your satellite and internet connections can go right here, or cable TV connections. Also in here are the extend and retract buttons for your stability jacks, which are underneath here. So these are full power. And your battery disconnect switch is also here when you get ready to store your camper. So here you can see it has one slide, and on the inside this is going to be a U-dinette that slides out. And then underneath we do have your standard leaf spring axles and suspension. And these are also 8-ply tires, so they are the heavy-duty tires. So just beyond your slide is where we have our 30-amp connection, as well as our outdoor shower. And below that is our gray and black tank. The owner of this camper has added this valve here just for added protection. When you undo this, you don't have any gray or black water leaking out. You have that double valve for safety. Moving on to the back of the trailer, we do have the rain spouts or the rain gutters, keeping that dripping water off of your trailer. And then in the bumper, your standard storage for your sewer line when you get ready to dump your tanks. A full-size spare, also load range D 8-ply. And then you'll notice your stabilization jacks down here that are controlled from that switch up front in your storage compartment. A spray port that had an included hose and spray nozzle that you can just connect here to your water tanks on your camper. So up here, this trailer was rear camera prepped. It did not have a rear camera when they purchased it, but at the dealer they added that on and they installed it at the time of purchase. This trailer also has a lockable roof, and it is rear wall ladder prep, so the ladder is not included, but if you ask your dealership, there are mounting points behind the wall where you can screw in your ladder. Over to the front, or the side of the camper, we do have a powered awning, and also this one adjusts the pitch very easily. All you have to do is pull down on this bar to adjust the pitch for water runoff, or if the sun's coming in at a weird angle. That's a real nice feature. As your outdoor kitchen that has a mini fridge, an outdoor stovetop that will slide in and store right here. One thing to note for the refrigerator is that it does not run on propane, but only if your generator is running or if you're plugged into Sure Power. I know the owner of this camper has mentioned removing this and just using this as extra storage, so that is an option. This stovetop connects to a propane quick connect, so that will tie into your camper's propane from the 2 tanks in the front. Here is the back of your refrigerator, the back of your furnace, water heater. This has outdoor speakers up here and an LED stripe that goes the length of your awning that is white to bluish tint. So here are your satellite and cable television mounting. If you were installing a TV out here, as you can see, you have a sticker for the brackets being back here for your TV mount, and then our normal household plugs. This is the other side of your pass-through storage on the front. These are also have magnetic catches so that they will hold themselves up. And then, as you can see, it has that. It also has the pegboard that was already installed, where you can move these hooks and hang fishing poles or whatever you need to. And there is a light right there, so you can light up your storage. This trailer came with a solid step system where it does go all the way to the ground with these adjustable legs to give you, as the name implies, a solid step. One cool thing about this one is your first step outside of your camper is double the width to give you a nice platform to exit the camper. The door on this camper came standard with a friction hinge as well to keep it from moving in the wind. So let's move on inside and we'll talk about that. So welcome to the inside of the camper. Here we are in the master bedroom. It is a residential queen, so not a camper queen bed. And the first thing right here is we have a laundry chute. So this door opens up to that outside storage. So if you chose to have a laundry basket, throw your clothes right there, they're already out of the way. We do have a drawer for clothes storage, a wardrobe, which the owner of this trailer has installed this little hanging shelf system, which is really a good idea for this shelf, or this wardrobe. That has a full shelf above your bed for storage. So on this side, there is another wardrobe, and they just have clothes hanging in this one. And a neat feature I like on this trailer is the shelf system they have back here. You've got a shelf here and one below, and they do have charge ports down here with a hole cut in the shelf so you can send your wires through there and not have wires hanging out over onto your bed. These hooks were added by the owner on the sliding door so they could hang their jackets. And then we do have ducted AC into the master bedroom. On the opposite end of the bed, there is a drawer beneath your wardrobe. And then you have your fire exit window here. And then above we have plugs for your television and a marking for where your bracket would be mounted for your television into the master bedroom. So as we exit the master bedroom, it has these little button snaps and sliding doors on both ends of the bedroom. And right beyond that, we have our control panel. Pretty standard panel with our propane, gas, electric, our water heater, porch lighting. That's a master switch for your lights, so you don't have to individually turn them off. And then we have our battery, fresh water, 2 black tanks on this trailer, 2 gray tanks on this trailer. And then we have our awning for outside the front door. This is how you extend and retract. And then your one slide right here for your U-dinette. This panel has an option of a second slide, but this trailer does not have a second slide. Owner of this trailer also installed these simple hooks for their keys. This trailer is featured with a TV that was included, and it has a telescoping TV mount. And then below that, you have your entertainment center for your trailer. Pretty standard Bluetooth capabilities, radio, AM, FM, CD player, DVD player, with storage below, and a cutout for, they have their remote, maybe PlayStation remotes or something of the sorts. Above the TV is also more storage where they have their games. This trailer is definitely not short on storage. Here are your speakers. I believe there's one here and one back here. And this trailer has a central AC, but it also, as we saw in there, has ducted AC throughout the trailer. And you can switch between the two or use both of them. So I wanted to point out that this AC unit is the 15,000 BTU, not the 13,500 unit. So it is upgraded on this trailer. And on that note, it also has the furnace ducted through the floor. I believe there's one here and there's one behind the bed, behind this wall here for the furnace. And we have one back here below the bunk bed for your furnace. So here's our slide out on this trailer, which is the U-dinette. we have storage underneath, and the owner of this trailer put in these plastic totes to pull out for their children's clothes. You do have access underneath here for that storage, but getting people to move, I guess, can be difficult, so they put those in there. Back here, the same thing. You can pull this open. Right now they have more clothes in there. And the same thing on this side with a door to access and a plastic tote for the children's clothes. And this will fold down into a bed here. You could probably sleep 2 smaller children. And it has windows on all sides for good airflow. These are just your normal sliding windows. Over there in the U-Dinette slide out, we do have 2 USB charge points for your devices. Here we have our fire extinguisher, and then storage right here by the front door. You have 2 shelves to store whatever you might want right here. That's a nice addition to be able to access both sides of the kitchen cabinet. Moving around to the front side, this is the other part of the storage. And they have their trash can here under the sink, a couple pots and pans, and then 3 drawers for your kitchen. Up top, our sink. You have a cutting board and sink cover and a large rectangle stainless steel sink with a nice stainless steel faucet to go along with it. Another cool feature of this camper is right here is a charging port that is hidden, where you have 2 USB and 2 outlets here. Above the countertop, we do have 3 cabinets for storage, and they put these baskets in there. As well, now next up we have a microwave and your 3-burner stovetop with the flush mounted glass top cover that acts as a backsplash. And then we do have an oven and then a nice tiled backsplash to accent your countertops here. And here is your controls for your vent fan and your light. The refrigerator in this unit is similar to some of the other campers we've reviewed, where it is bigger than your 6 cubic feet refrigerator like in our own camper. I believe this is a 10 cubic feet camper refrigerator combo that does run on electric or gas when you need it to. If we look here, we do have a digital thermostat to control the heating and the AC on this unit. And right behind that, we have a pantry. This is something that is really nice to have on these campers, especially if you have children. And if you look here on the side, inside, you have the ability to move these shelves accordingly depending on what you're keeping in here as far as the heights are concerned. Moving down below the pantry, we have our fuse panel and your CO2 monitor. Into the bathroom, we do have a tub shower combo, and we have our own sink here for the bathroom with storage underneath, and a medicine cabinet with 2 shelves and a mirror face. Now we notice coming in here, these lights have a master switch to control both of them at the same time, and your plug-ins for whatever accessories. It's just a plastic foot flush toilet. In this bathroom, the owner of this RV also installed these 2 hooks to hang towels. And then above this we have our normal fan and vent. So now we have arrived at the bunk section of this trailer. We have 2 full-size bunks with the corners cut off. What is cool about these bunks is if you notice way at the back, they do have a shelving system in there for your children's games or phones or hats, and then as well as a charging port, USB, and standard plug-in. And the top bunk has the same thing with your shelf and your charge ports and windows. This camper also has installed the ability to have its own Wi-Fi hotspot here in the trailer. One thing you always want to make sure when you're going through your camper is to be on the lookout for any hidden creatures you might find. So I'm sitting down with the owner of this camper, and I just wanted to know, what were the key features that you chose this camper over any others?
So Ashley and I really picked this one because we wanted something lightweight and small that we could just jump into and take it for the weekend. So that was one of the top features. The second was the quality of the interior. We did want something that was up to date, that looked really nice, and so that really sold us on that one. And then the last thing is we really wanted a divider between the bunk beds and where we sleep, and so that was a really good layout on this camper that we liked the most.
That works a lot better than the curtain on a lot of these campers, instead of these sliding doors that is actually more of a physical barrier.
Exactly.
So this is your first camper to own, right?
Correct.
So how has that experience been so far, and how long have you had this camper?
So we've had this camper about 2 months. We've taken it on 4 trips so far, and our overall experience, dry camping as well as going to plug-ins, has been really easy. We did have 2 small things that needed repaired on the camper. The place we bought it from did get us in within about 2 weeks, took care of those. So overall the experience has been really great. A lot easier, a lot less maintenance and stuff than I thought owning a camper would be. So definitely something that I feel like whether you have never done this or do have experience, it's really easy. And
now the truck he has is a F-150 with the V8 engine with a towing capacity of, do you remember what it is?
7,500 or 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 pounds. And this trailer is just over 5,000 pounds and fully loaded 6,500. So that truck can definitely handle this with ease.
Yep.
And so towing this trailer has been smooth?
Yeah, we've been able to go 65, 70 the whole time, and just haven't had any issues as far as pulling. There hasn't been major sway or anything like that. So overall, been really easy to tow. This is our longest trip we've been on, which is 9 hours, and had no issues, no overheating, no swaying, no nothing on the way up.
And your truck already came equipped with trailer brake controller already in this truck?
Correct.
So you just plug in and go?
Yep.
Okay, great. Alright, well that is it. So thank y'all for watching RotoCityTech. Remember to follow us on Instagram at RotoCityTech, and like this video on YouTube and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Thank y'all.